Sarah Kanji joining us live at the federal courthouse in South Boston with the very latest on this story. Sarah?
Jonathan and Paula, during today's hearing, we learned a little bit more about Karulazan Matnoff. The 23-year-old taxi cab driver from Quincy came to the U.S. in 2010 seeking political asylum. Well, now he is in the custody of U.S. Marshals, facing a maximum sentence of over 40 years in prison. Showing little emotion and speaking in broken English, 23-year-old Karulazan Matnoff appeared before a judge accused of destroying evidence and lying to federal agents in a terrorism investigation.
I think it's a very strong, solid case.
The U.S. attorney laid out its case in a 20-page indictment. It outlined Matnoff's alleged cover-up and also what happened in the days after the bombings. Just 40 minutes after the chaos on the finish line on Marathon Monday, Matnoff called Tamerlan Tsarnaev and invited him to dinner. The two, along with Tamerlan's younger brother Johar, went out that night to a restaurant, and Matnoff picked up the tab. Over the next 2 days, the Tsarnaev brothers exchanged phone calls with Matnoff, and he visited with Tamerlan at his Cambridge apartment on Wednesday.
So you have to ask yourself, why is he calling them then? What does he want to talk about? What's he going to ask them about?
Soon after the FBI released photos of the suspected bombers, the indictment states that Matnoff accessed those photos and news stories online, but later denied he knew about the manhunt. After the shooting death of MIT police officer Sean Collier and the Watertown shootout, Matnoff allegedly deleted a large amount of information from his computer, which the FBI later restored, including internet searches and files containing violent content and calls to violence. When Matnoff met with federal investigators, he allegedly lied about his relationship with Tamerlan, their conversation the night of the bombings, and about how he learned that the Tsarnaev brothers were suspects.
A lot of it is unsubstantiated. I think
Matnoff's attorney says his client did not have intentions to obstruct the investigation.
Nothing he did or said was intended to mislead the FBI, and from what I know now, it didn't.
And Matnoff's defense attorney describes him as being frightened and very intimidated by everything that has happened today. He's going to appear in court again on Wednesday, and that's going to be for a detention hearing. Then the issue of bail will be determined. Live at the federal courthouse, I'm Sarah Kanji. Jonathan, Paula, back to you.
Thank you, Sarah.